Growing up in Jessup, Georgia, Paul Connor began his athletic career in junior high. Under the guidance of an influential coach and mentor, he fell in love with the game of football.
Coach Hammond approached me when I was in the 7th grade about playing football. My brother had played before me, and he really liked the way my brother played, so he asked me about coming out, and so I did. And Coach Hammond mentored me during the whole time, and he was my hero, one of the many that really took a hands-on approach with me and taught me about the game of football.
In high school, he participated in track, but nothing could match his love for football. Playing both guard and tackle, he was fascinated with the sport. He never missed a single practice or game throughout his high school career.
It was like when you walked down the street in Jessup, Georgia, everybody knew who you were, as a player. And if you wasn't playing, they want to know why you were not playing. And so I saw that before I got into high school, and then when I started in the lower level, I just fell in love with it.
His success on the field in high school led him to Morehead State University in 1964 on a full scholarship.
The reason I came to Morehead is because it was all about football to me. I did not come to Morehead State University to go to school or get education. I come here to play football. And there was a guy in Jessup, Georgia, Bud Herring, who had blazed a trail up here. Nobody knew where Morehead was from down there, but he had come before me and asked me if I'd like to come. And of course, Coach Penny and Dr. Bentley was interested in me. I sent a film up, and I came up for a visit, and they saw a film and they liked what they saw. I came here to play football, and I love Morehead State University. They gave me an education, and I was not here for an education, but they opened so many doors for me. And look here, at that time, it was all about football, but I didn't realize it's all about Morehead State University. All the friends that I've made, all the contacts that I've made, all the young people that I have been able to help through the years because of education from Morehead State University has opened so many doors for so many people. And the young people here now probably don't realize what a wide scope that Morehead State reaches all over the United States.
Connor quickly became one of the best offensive tackles to play for the Eagles. In 1966, he helped lead the team to its first Ohio Valley Conference championship.
In '66, we were able to reach that championship, and of course, it was just, there's no describing the feeling, and it's something that you can't ever take away. Here it is 50 years later, and we still talking about it. And it was like you had been fulfilled with something, because that was the goal that I think that I was trying to reach for my entire life.
His dedication to the sport remained steadfast all throughout college. Once again, never missing a practice or a game. Following graduation, he joined a fellow teammate on the coaching staff at Harrodsburg, where they took their team to the state quarterfinals.
While I was here, my roommate, Bill Baldridge, talked me into staying. I had no intention of staying in Kentucky. I was ready to go home to Georgia, and he talked me into going to Harrodsburg, Kentucky. And of course, we were very successful there, and we got into the playoffs, and of course that was, just what I wanted to do. I was coaching, and that's what my intention was to do. And even when I was at Morehead as a player, we went over to Maysville, me and another student, Otto Gazelle, and we coached them in spring practice over there, and they started the team the next year. I knew right then that was what I wanted to do, was coach. And so going to Harrisburg with Bill started really started my professional career off.
Connor longed to return home to Georgia, and so he did. Connor went on to become a longtime coach and athletic director in his hometown of Jessup.
The biggest thing I think is that working with young people, that I had the opportunity to touch so many lives, and even when you're a young coach doing that, you don't realize right off the bat what you're doing. But as time goes along, and they go and they get families of their own, and they start coaching, and you realize what you've done. And even with the coaching staff, I hired a lot of coaches right out of college, which they would come to Jessup. And one way I was able to keep them there is find them a girlfriend, and many of them got married, and so they stayed. So you could imagine how deep the roots run when you look back over the years when these coaches come together with these wives and everything, and they still here and they're growing and everything.
Connor's passion for the game never wavered. Throughout his career, he taught his athletes not just about the game of football, but also the game of life. The Alumni Hall of Fame honor was unexpected, but he is proud to be recognized. His simple love of the game of football provided the opportunity to come to Morehead State and earn a college education, which then led to his outstanding career.
I just can't imagine. I told my wife, I said, for them to just remember your name after 50 years is good. So to be in the Hall of Fame it's unbelievable. I mean, I never even thought about it. And over my career, I've had some honors and things, but over my career, I've never thought about those things. And I think sometimes when you don't dwell on those things, sometimes things come to you. And but I love Morehead State, and I appreciate everybody that had a hand in this.